Right, fresh early morning start. Oh, I've got furnaces. I didn't even twig onto that. Furnaces, yay! There's no chest there anymore. Okay, so it is a fresh day in the world of Minecraft. I have trapped all the villagers in their houses so that they can't go anywhere. I began building a house last episode, so let's finish the house. I like how I said last episode there, I don't actually know that I'm going to cut that in that order. So it could have been this episode. That's entirely possible. I realised that after I said it. I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of saying things because I feel like I'm supposed to say them. But I have no idea because I've literally never done this before. As I explained in possibly this episode, possibly the last episode. Is that sheep in my house? I haven't even finished building it and there's already a sheep in it. I hate sheep. Okay, so I am going to build a lot of this when it's finished. It's going to be done using half planks. I assume people watching this are fans of the game, so I assume people watching this know how this works. But just on the interests, in the interests, not on the interests, that doesn't make sense. In the interest of sort of making it obvious what I'm doing, you put half planks down, creatures won't spawn on top of them at all. So you can safely have an area that's fenced off with half planks on it. You don't need to worry about making sure it's lit up. I mean, you can light it up and that will stop them. But I mean, it's absolutely foolproof. This idea that you just sort of drop half planks everywhere. I still haven't seen a single mob. Why did I say that? That's like the ultimate jinx, isn't it? I think I might have put this on peaceful. I don't think I did. I know I can't have done because my hunger's going down. Hunger doesn't go down on peaceful. So I definitely didn't make that mistake. Don't know. Don't care. It's fine. Whatever. They'll show up eventually. I'm sure they will. Putting trees here was a brilliant idea. Just saying. So yeah. So yeah. I think I'm going to build a basic house for now, but I'm going to upgrade it. So I'm going to make it look nice and have cool things. Ultimately, I actually want to build a house on top of that mountain up there, because I think that will be a cool place to have a mountain, kind of like an overlook house, overlooking the town. I need to come up with a name for the town as well. So suggestions on that would be appreciated. That would be cool. I'm open to any suggestions, particularly things around my name. That would be cool. You know, like Gymville, Gymtopia, the city of Gym. Doesn't have to be that though. You know, I'm not that full of myself. Mostly. So yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much it. That's it. I have nothing left to say. I'm just gonna be quiet for the next half an hour. No, not really. That would be. Actually, I suspect you're probably all getting driven quite insane by the sound of my voice at this point. But heck, it would be a rather dull video if you just sat and watched me play the game and nothing else ever happened. So I'm gonna do something at least. Where's some apples? I need apples. Apples, apples, apples. Drop some apples. They're not dropping apples. The scum. I'm going to put some down here as well. Now I kind of know where my house is going to be. I'm going to put some a bit closer to the house. Again, because again it just sort of speeds that process up. Apples, apples, apples. Ooh, bird saplings. Apple! Apple! I'm not going to eat these now. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to starve myself to death. And I am realising that I don't know what difficulty this is on, so starving myself to death might not be an option. We'll see. In fact, I have a better plan. Yeah, I'm now at a point where I can't sprint again. So I'm going to plant these saplings that I've got here. I'm going to go back to the house. My temporary house, which is actually one of the villagers' houses that I've nicked. More fool them for leaving it unlocked. Well, that's what I haven't done. Little trick. We are now at a point where zombies let themselves... No, that's not right. Zombies will let themselves into your house and they will try and break down the door. Interesting fact for you. Whether the door is classed as open or closed is based on the position you put it down in. So right now that door's actually classed as closed because that's the way I just put it down. Now it's classed as open. Zombies won't try and break down an open door. They won't be able to walk through it either, but they won't. They still won't be able to walk through it, but they won't try and break it down because they think in their head that it's open because of the way the game's AI works. So that door is zombie proof. How cool is that? This door, however, probably isn't. So let's zombie proof this one as well. We want to go Now that's zombie proof. Okay, put you in there as well and go and find a big hole and jump in it. And then I'm gonna break down the materials I've already got and start building my house again. Yay, house! That sounded ominous. That hole's not big enough. Is there a villager in there as well? You guys just get everywhere? Is actually quite silly. This should do it. If it's good enough for the sheep, it's good enough for me. Woo! Hey! Just like that. Hunger refilled. Better than a bagel. Of course, not in real life. Also, bagels don't exist in Minecraft. So yeah, there's that. I'm actually... I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. Okay. This is my next super plan, which is loading these bad boys up with charcoal so that I can make things. Yay! Making stuff. Which is kind of the point of the game, I suppose, isn't it really? Although the point of the game could be argued that is mining, because, you know, Minecraft, but maybe not. Yeah. I will get back to building my house eventually. That will be a thing. But when that becomes a thing, who knows? I don't, that's for sure. I keep going to whistle tunes, and then I keep thinking, no, I shouldn't do, because I'm never quite sure how copyright works on these games, on these videos of these games. Like, I know that you get copyright infractions for putting other people's music in there, but I don't know if me whistling a tune would be classed as a copyright infringement. Like, strictly speaking, if I'm then publishing that online, that is in fact a copyright infringement. Ow, I just hit the table. Didn't mean to do that. But I don't actually know that that's how it would work in real life. Like, that's how it would be applied. And I realise it's a complete waste of charcoal for just those three little things, but I don't care, because I'm a rebel. Is it really almost the end of the day again? What is this madness? I haven't even started on my house yet. Well, I mean, I have. I built that basic foundation. But all the stuff I was actually planning on doing on this sort of game day got sidetracked by tree chopping. How rivetingly fun. I'm even doing it now. I think I have some kind of obsession with chopping trees. But you know, whatever. It's what happens. It's just the way the world is. I'm liking the fact that I haven't been killed horribly by lots of monsters yet. But I'm also kind of thinking that it's a bit concerning. Okay. So... they stopped already. Awesome. Foods is... I feel like your food doesn't go down in this game until like it plummets. It never like goes down gradually. It's always like, you know, it completely bombs or it doesn't. Well, that's what I want. I want all of these so I can make my house. Yay! House times. Okay. I'm gonna want some sand. If I remember rightly from when I did my flyby, there's a desert somewhere near here. I have no idea which direction it's in. I'll find it eventually. Nope, that was the wrong button. I'm just going to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the whole thing like solid. Which, oh my god, why do I keep doing that? I'm going to take them off my hotbar because then I can't do that anymore. That makes sense, doesn't it? Also, I'm going to make more than 4 at a time. Because, you know, 4 at a time. That's going to take forever. I know where there's some torches. I'm going to steal the villagers' torches. Mine. Is there torches and light sources inside the houses? I assume there must be. Otherwise mobs would have spawned inside there already and killed them. And mobs would have spawned inside my house and killed me. Neither of which has happened at this point. Well, that's the worst symmetry I've seen in my life. That's better. That's... no, I'm not going to say that either, because that will... I really need to look this stuff up before I start making videos, rather than in the middle of videos trying to decide what I think is the law or not. That will probably be helpful in future, so, you know, there's that. So, this house is going to be a very basic one, so I'm just going to do all of this, and then I'm going to go boop boop. And you can probably see where this design is going now. I'm going to make it like a traditional house with a pointy roof. Ah! I'm going to climb back up again. That'll do. No, I can't reach. Awkward! Okay. So... there we go. It's starting to look a bit like a house now. I mean, it's a very crap house compared to like some of the things people build in Minecraft. That's another thing you should know is I am not one of these people who has this unbelievable talent to build these insanely awesome things in Minecraft. I'm actually someone who just about gets by and does stupid things like that, where I place things in what is quite obviously the wrong place. So that's a thing. So I'm going to move all my stuff over to this, and then I suspect it will probably be night time. So my next job after this is going to be to go and find a desert with which to desertify myself. No, that's not the thing. Find sand. That's it. So that I can make thingy watchets. That's the technical term for them. I need to learn how to talk at some point as well. That would be helpful, probably, when making videos. Learning how to use the English language without forgetting my words. On the plus side, I didn't forget the word words, which could have been particularly embarrassing for me, and wouldn't have been the first time I'd done it. I have some wool. Good. I like wool. Wool is useful. It is woolly and made of wool. Don't really know where that was going. That piece of grass is annoying me. I mean, that hole's going to annoy me, but probably less than the piece of glass would. So I'm now going to move. I'm going to move the bed now because then I can sleep in it in the new house. In fact, I'm also going to do this because at the moment I'm not in any way safe in the new house. 3 doors. I keep forgetting that they've patched that in. I already had a door there. Wonderful. I keep forgetting they've patched that in now that you get 3 doors instead of 1 door for that. Not that I'm complaining. I like the idea that you get more bang for your buck, so to speak. But it's kind of a new concept to me. Bed there. I don't know why that's the spot I'm putting it in, but that is the spot I'm putting it in. Boop, do. Crafting table. I'm going to build my own furnace at some point as well, because, you know, furnace. Let's grab all of this. Remembering not to equip or use the iron tools that I found. Like I say, once I've found iron, I feel like I might as well use them, and it's a bit of an advantage, and I'm not throwing myself way ahead of where I am actually up to in the game. But until then, I feel like it's kind of cheating. I mean, I don't know. I'm never sure with this stuff. It's naturally spawning stuff in the world, but it feels like at this point in the game, it's a bit unbalanced having that stuff available to me. So I'm going to leave that until I've reached a point where I can make that stuff. And it just means it's kind of free stuff that I don't have to use iron that I found for, so I can use that iron to make things like buckets and other tools. Why is this a game that people like? Like, why do I enjoy it? Because I do. I love this game. I mean, I really do. But I'm sitting here talking about finding iron to make a bucket. You know, it's like, why is that a thing? Why? How? It's what? So at this point, I'm going to make a pickaxe. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to get some stone, and I'm going to start making stone tools. There we go. That's a plan. I was going to make an axe and cut some of that wood, as you probably could tell. But no, I'm not. Instead, I'm going to do this. That's a skeleton down there. I'm not going to go and fight the skeleton. He's big and scary and skeleton-y. I genuinely think I will get killed. I don't know what difficulty it's on, but I do not do well with mobs. I don't normally play with them at all. I normally play everything on peaceful, because I'm a big wuss. And you know, that's what I do. But not today. Today I'm playing on easy or normal. I can't remember which. I wasn't even sure if I might have left it on thingy by accident, peaceful by accident earlier, as I'm sure you recall. So you know, whatever. It's all good. 17 stone. I'm gonna want more stone than that, but I don't like this place as a quarry. I don't think it works well for me. So I'm not going to do that for now. That's enough just to make some stone tools, which is the plan. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Stone axe. Take some saplings out with me as well. Saplings and saplings. Might as well plant what I've got, because it's, you know, it's there anyway. Hey, how are you, Mr. Duck? Chicken. Chicken, it's a chicken. There's no ducks in this game. I know this. But for some reason, I insist on calling it a duck. So it used to be the thing, didn't it? Like one of the captions on the game is it a chicken or is it a duck? And it was like, you made the game. Surely if you don't know, I mean, we don't stand a chance. But it turns out it is a chicken. So there you go, you know, chicken. Don't really know where that was going either. I do this, I wander, sort of my mind strays from one thing to the next, and I just kind of go off on a tangent. You'll notice it happens a lot. But you know, that's the way of the world. Okay. So, yeah. Coming up to the end of the second day. Fourth day, blimey. Have I got all the wood out of this? Is it actually going to take... One thing that really annoys me is when I leave like half a tree still there. Like, it actually drives me insane. I'm very OCD about pretty much everything in Minecraft, to be honest. And in life. Do you know what? I'm just very OCD. Clearly. Starting to get dark, so I'm going to get this tree and then I'm going to go in and sleep, and then I think I'm going to call that video number 2, and then we'll start with video number 3 next. Cool. So that's video number 2. Cool. So I'll see you tomorrow for video number 3.